The first being the water quality. It's what I like to call corrosive water. And so naturally soft water, which in the chart on the right is all the areas in purple, naturally soft water is something that's going to increase the corrosion rate. And actually, to be specific, it's going to increase consumption of the anode first, and then once it's gone, corrosion of the tank will start and basically proceed until there's a hole and a leak. Naturally hard water is actually, it's good and bad for water heaters. It's good for corrosion because it's scale forming. Hard water is scale forming, and you see that a lot in your plumbing fixtures. For those of you with hard water, I saw it's being offered in Texas, so some of you out in West Texas probably experienced this, where if you have naturally hard water, it's going to form scale on all your plumbing fixtures. That also forms a scale on the inside of the water heater, and it protects those defective areas. So it almost acts like an additional coating. Unfortunately, a lot of people with hard water make the decision to artificially soften the water, which again is bad for corrosion. So areas in the red and purple are areas where, especially if water softeners are utilized, you'd be concerned because they're going to increase the rate at which consumption of the anode and subsequent corrosion of the tank occurs. Hot water is something that increases corrosion rate, and yeah, it's obviously going to exist in a water heater where a lot of people set their water heater to the maximum setting. And then the number and size of coating defects. So why would this increase corrosion rate? Well, it's demanding protection from the anode. So the more defects and their increased size is going to demand more protection, and it's going to deplete the anode rod faster. And once it's gone, it's going to deplete the tank, after that at a faster rate. I think the takeaway is that, and let me back up to the water. We're talking primarily about residential water from, a city system. Well water has to undergo sediment filtration and some chemical treatment to sanitize it and make it healthy to drink. Assuming well water is going through those processes, the same conversation still applies. Is it naturally soft, naturally hard, or artificially softened?